kind of stuff that just validates assertions about stuff being politicized. Maybe not specifically with Trump, but the suspicion definitely is there. What is the purpose of this? Is he going to jail? Is he going to jail? You're going to get a fine? We got to sit up there and go through all the pomp and circumstance when you know you're not going to do anything. He was certified today as the next president of the United States of America. Come January 21st, he will be sworn in as the 47th president of the United States of America. But you want to sentence him. You're Juan Merchan. Who is he? The state Supreme Court justice in New York. You want to sentence him next Friday. And by the way, what is the sentencing about? Because, see, we got to be real about it. We just got to be real about it.
Okay, that was ESPN host Stephen A. Smith going after New York Judge Juan Merchan and DA Alvin Bragg for their lawfare attack on President Trump in what legal pros call a biased, botched, and unconstitutional New York case over Trump's payment to Stormy Daniels. They say will likely get tossed out on appeal. Look who's back with us, former Deputy Assistant Attorney General John Yoo. John, great to see you again. What do you make of all this?
I think Judge Merchan's quest to get his white whale, Donald Trump, is what we're going to see tomorrow. He's revealing the real political nature of what he and District Attorney Alvin Bragg in New York City have been up to all along, because he's already said he's not going to sentence Trump to jail. But he still wants to sentence Trump with just 11 days before Trump becomes president. So there's no time for Trump to effectively appeal this case. At the same time, we all know that Merchan is going to either have to throw the case out or hold a new jury trial at some point, because the Supreme Court on July 1st said that this trial was flawed. And so what Merchan's been doing, why I say it's political, is because he's dragged his feet for 6 months when he could have done either of these other things so that he could ensure that Trump would be the first felon president in our history.
I mean, yeah, so he wants that asterisk against Trump's name. I mean, Trump asked the Supreme Court to intervene. This is the books and records case that really is a misdemeanors case. It's like parking tickets that Alvin Bragg, the DA, ramped up into federal felonies because he cited campaign finance violations. You know, the thing about that, John, he never proved that in any which way, shape, or form this changed anybody's vote.
Yes, actually, that's another reason, the one you just gave, why this whole trial was done in an unconstitutional manner. Put aside what the Supreme Court said in July, that President Trump has immunity, and that the exact kinds of evidence Merchan introduced were unconstitutionally introduced. The second point you just made, Merchan here and Bragg are trying to claim that Trump somehow stole the election, that he violated federal campaign laws. Well, that's up to the Justice Department and the FEC to prosecute. That's not up to any sort of two-bit prosecutor in New York City to try to relitigate the whole election out of 2016. The Justice Department looked into this. The FEC looked into this. They decided not to bring any cases. And so what Merchan and Bragg did is they tried to take, as you said, this accounting law and tried to turn it into a claim that Trump had somehow stolen the 2016 election. Well, the 2024 results, I think, give the lie to that.
So this is a real clear abuse of the justice system to go after a political rival. Final word.
Yes, and in fact, I think if Merchan goes ahead with this, and I think Trump would be entirely justified to think of ways to retaliate against New York City. For example, the Justice Department should investigate them for violating civil rights.
Okay. John Yoo, you're so smart. Thank you so much for breaking this down with us. It's good to have you back on. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Liz.